Long ago, the gods held their chains over everything they surveyed. Even emissaries from realms beyond were used as mere serving girls and handmaidens before their boundless hunger for order. But one among them turned their hunger against them, falling upon the children of the sun and swearing eternal enmity against the gods. Zephyra, the cannibal god, began her great and terrible campaign to restore the world to its natural state, so that the world belonged to the strong, as is primal right. Yet the gods, in their cruelty, locked her away from our world. She visits only in spirit, only in dreams, for her true body remains in a far-off demi-plane. But we, her devoted, her loyal flock, can give her entrance into our world, so that she may do her blessed work. All we need is devotion and a body. She nearly graced our world with her presence. The drow had completed their ritual, prepared the entryway for her. But beneath layers and layers of conspiracy, they were found out. They were interrupted, and Our Lady sent back to sleep. Those who are responsible are still out there, and doubtless they will come again. Valthiv, the lizard folk cleric.
Valthiv!
Lean, the halfling bard.
You know, I've been writing up another song. I think it's pretty good.
Kalael, the wood elf rogue.
Just follow me, okay? Nobody's getting left behind.
And Minerva, the human warlock.
If it means our destruction, I'll do whatever you ask of me.
We will find them. We will show them the folly of resistance. And this time, there will be no foolish interruptions. This time, the world will bend to the mighty strength of Zephyra. This time, a cannibal god rises! What happened? After waking up at the Lively Moon Tavern and having their breakfast, our heroes encountered young Minerva Blueregard, who was there by herself and seemed not very willing to talk about her parents. Disturbed by the ragtag bunch of misfits and their utter lack of social graces, Minerva seemed reluctant to travel alongside them, but somehow they did manage to convince her to travel with them, at least for now, through the streets of Whitevane, while they went to make an appointment with the mayor. As the appointment would have taken quite some time, our heroes decided to busy themselves looking around Whitevane, doing some shopping, and wondering who, if any of the residents, was a cultist of Zephyra. Upon overhearing that it was indeed you, my lady, they were after, Minerva started to run, but gathered her courage and decided that despite the odd mannerisms of this peculiar bunch, she would join up with them if it meant fighting and eradicating you. In their travels, our heroes were accosted by Santiago, a flamboyant man with a lack of a shirt, who seemed utterly fascinated by the presence of Valthiv, a lizard folk, in what he proclaimed to be his mountain city, and invited the heroes at their leisure to come to Daunton Keep, the stronghold at the top of Whitevane, freely and of their own will. By chance encounter shortly thereafter, however, our heroes met with Kristoff, the mayor of Whitevane, though they called into question what his mayorship entailed if Santiago was apparently the lord of the city. After much deliberation as to whether or not to let Kristoff know of the cultists' goings-on in Whitevane, our heroes finally informed him of the situation, and understanding he gave them permission to investigate the city, as well as inform them of some of the other troubles the city was undergoing. For instance, the poison gas in the mines, the werewolves attacking the outskirts of the city, the red rot plague apparently started by Santiago himself, the growing aggression of the Thieves Guild, and a curious harvester mage locked up in a tower with no windows or doors in the Arcane District. With papers to allow them into the Arcane District in hand, the Misfits decided to investigate there first, stepping into their magical academy, where the caretaker seemed less than impressed at their presence. Based on what I can only assume were challenges to her magical prowess, and the knowledge that the Harvester Mage only cared about people who showed some talent in the magical arts, Lean ran outside and tried to cast Hypnotic Pattern on a horse right outside the tower. But in doing so, seems to have attracted a fireball dropping down upon her from above. And what are they doing now? We'll have to see how the carnage unfolds, my lady. On tonight's episode of Rolling with Remix, the Cannibal Conspiracy returns.
Hello and welcome back to the Cannibal Conspiracy Returns. I'm your Dungeon Master, Alex, and, well, there's a fireball that's going to drop on these people, so it may be the world's fastest session of D&D. Joining me today, we have Dawn.
Ah!
We have Scott.
Ah!
And we have Queen. Incredible. Uprising will not be joining us tonight. Essays are hard and stupid.
Welcome to university.
So, to recap, and I've said this before the pre-show, so she casted Hypnotic Pattern on the horse, a fireball is coming towards us, and she just said, have fun with that.
Yeah.
Well, she hasn't gone yet.
Hasn't she?
Technically, the fireball would hit before Dimension Door, but I want to scroll up and show it because of the added description, am choosing this spell because it broke one of my home games.
I see.
That being said, however, it did take everyone by surprise, and Fireball has a huge frickin' area of attack, 20-foot radius, so 40-foot diameter total, and centered on Lean, that's going to hit basically everybody.
Dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, we're starting now? Shit!
Yeah!
Woo! Oh, bollocks.
And I'll go ahead and roll for Lean, because why not? That's why not.
Oh, no!
Lean is just caught dead on by the blast of a fireball, and I think ties go to the attacker, so Minerva's also taken by surprise. And
Fuck!
yeah!
Not
Yeah.
the child.
Oh no, so the child and the one who looks like a child get horribly roasted while everyone else ducks out of the way, stops, drops, and rolls, and only takes half the damage.
No evasion yet.
Not quite yet. You took the ranger level instead.
That is okay.
Alright, with the loud boom, the fireball explodes, sending sheer explosive force and embers scattering everywhere, and when the smoke cloud settles, Lane gets up, coughs, and is like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this today, and Dimension Doors right the fuck out of there.
No, don't go.
Where are you going?
Does
It's
she,
my job to be a coward.
does she do that a lot? Says Maxwell, the other designated coward in the group.
Okay. Anybody else?
Not really.
Hey, easy there. Do we have any potions? Did we pick anything up at the store?
I don't have any potions, but I do have magic.
I believe you did not pick up any potions at the store, so...
Oof.
No, it's... I'll be okay.
Hey, easy there. Don't strain yourself. Where did that even come from?
From the sky?
No, there had to be a source.
Was it the tower?
Alex?
You all turn and look over towards the huge tower in the middle of the Arcane District, noting once again that it lacks windows or doors.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I think so.
I don't suppose there's like a way to find out like the general direction it came from besides up.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh good. This can only end well.
That's not terrible.
I mean, for a -1 modifier, that's not bad.
Fuck it, why not? I'm proficient.
Hey!
Hey! You know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna have Maxwell try. Because I mean,
Thanks, Maxwell.
he's smart and trained in Arcana, so that helps.
Oh, Jesus.
The rest of you look up. Maxwell also looks up, then does some thinking. As far as I know, the fireball spell only has like a range of 100, 150 feet away, so couldn't have been from too far, like couldn't have, and I don't see anything flying up there, so something or someone must see us.
Is there perhaps someone who would be on the tower then?
I don't know.
That's not me looking. That's just speculation. By the way.
Just speculation, yes. I don't know.
Could be up
I
there.
can't really see up that far.
If there aren't any windows, I'm not sure.
I don't know, but whoever it is, I'm gonna kick their ass.
Do you want to head over there?
Well, if he's kind of standing around waiting for another fireball to happen.
Yeah, is that really a wise idea if we're having fireballs thrown at us to go to the potential source?
Probably not, no. If that's the only one up there, then it may have been a stray. Maybe they didn't mean any harm.
Come on!
Maxwell just slowly turns to stare at you.
I mean, it was a stray. Do
Yeah,
you see
even
the others right now?
Even Minerva just raises an eyebrow at that.
That was specifically aimed. It like dead on hit. Really.
Fired?
Yeah.
Will has no knowledge in magics.
Yeah, you hold up your hand saying it could have misfired, backing up past the charred corpse of the horse.
Oh.
Oh my god!
No. Oh! Oh no!
Oh, poor horse.
Oh,
Is it
that's not
entirely dead, or...?
That thing is smoldering and it's dead.
Oh, no.
good. Oh, poor horse. Maybe we should push him away.
Yeah.
I guess.
Looks to the cleric.
We're not
Okay.
reviving the fucking horse.
I'm not reviving the horse. I can push it, maybe, though. I'll definitely try.
Okay. Athletics check.
Oh!
Anyone want to
That
help
horse is
Valthiv?
heavy.
Yeah,
No.
I'll offer advantage.
Okay. Roll again, Valthiv.
Why be proficient in something and then have that happen?
I know. There we go.
There we go.
That's a little bit better.
Yeah. With a little bit of help from Kalale, you get the horse pushed through the streets and over to a nearby alleyway where it isn't blocking foot traffic, or just, right out in the middle of stuff.
Thanks, Kalale.
Yeah, of course. Is there nothing... Okay, so where exactly were we headed again?
I think the general plan was to investigate this particular district, and we were at the Arcane Academy, and the guy was a huge dick, and then Lean was like, I hate that you're a huge dick, and then she went to hypnotize the horse for some reason. And that's when the fireball hit.
Was it?
Right. Lean, why
Was it
did you...
him?
Oh. Right.
It could have been him.
The dick at the school?
Yeah, because not gonna lie, Lean the leader was a bit rude to him. So maybe he did it because he was angry.
I
Maybe.
think he seemed like the type to get angry, though?
Well, people can have short tempers and not really show it, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rule it out, but I don't know. Something about he seems.
Even if it wasn't him, perhaps we should warn him. If there's just fireballs being thrown everywhere.
Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
All
Did
right.
he go back inside?
Technically, you guys were the ones that ran outside.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Yeah, he won't.
Right.
He's
Okay,
inside
okay.
still.
Alright, I'll trot back inside.
Cool. You head back inside, covered in burn marks and a little bit of soot. Adelbert,
By the
the
way, how long ago did this happen?
couple minutes. Adelbert
good.
looks up at you as you walk in, smirks. So how did it go?
Not very good.
Huh, I see. Fascinating. Who could have foreseen that?
Did you throw that at us?
Please, I have better things to do than throw lethal spells at any common riffraff who enters here.
Oh,
Wait, how did he know it was a lethal spell?
Fireballs don't tend to be non-lethal.
No, I mean, how did he
Yeah.
know what it was? Could he see it, or...
Remember the big kaboom, Kalale? Remember the big kaboom and the flash of fire, Kalale?
so
Well, stop acting like me.
would that mean that they weren't impressed then?
I would say no.
Should we not risk trying anything again then?
Well, however you choose to try and bother our patron is your prerogative, but if this is the result, I would say maybe get a bit of protection next time.
No, we're not trying to bother her. We just want to see her.
Oh, trust me, that will bother her.
Oh.
Yeah, well, she just pissed me off.
Unfortunate.
What is it in particular that, well, bothers her?
Oh, you must not take it personally. Everything bothers her.
Oh,
Bit of an antisocial girl, that one.
gee, that's unfortunate. Well, what do you guys think we do now?
Well, I would have asked Lean the leader, but she's not here.
Yeah, she just kind of left.
I don't think that's a very good leader thing to do.
Alright, well, what should we do then, Maxwell?
There were a whole lot of other places to look around here. I mean, while we're here, it would be, probably the most convenient to look in this district rather than go back somewhere else and then have to go back here.
Since
I
Since
guess
we've
that's
already
fair.
we've already looked through the Arcane District, or at the very least, towards the Academy, maybe we should take a look at one of the other districts?
That's the exact opposite of what I just said.
Well, maybe we should let her cool off and look around this district a bit more and then come back when she's calmed down a little. And then maybe try again. Or maybe not.
We're certainly not going to get anywhere just standing here, at least.
No, you're not, says Adelbert.
Nope. Quiet, you!
Come on, guys. Let's leave.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. You head out of the Magic Academy, take one more quick look around the streets of the district. Very close by, there appear to be a couple of storefronts that are either built into or very close to the Academy. There looks to be a place that is selling books, a place that's selling robes, and two buildings that just have names that immediately don't detail what is being sold there. Let me actually pull up the list of shops in Whitevane so I can tell you what they're called.
That would be nice.
The list!
The list.
The list.
All right. You can see in the windows of one store called the Raven's Quill a whole bunch of magic books. Another store with a couple of robes in it called the Jin's Lantern. And then two others called House Revelation and the Stone and the Sword. And then looking up a little to get a full view of some of these, you can see just over the top of some of these buildings a very, very tall, ornately decorated structure with what look to be the gold and silver painted masks of comedy and tragedy on its sign, though you can't read what the sign says.
Well,
Where is this written again? Just so I can keep track of these.
I have a list that is also details who runs the store. It's called Whitevane Occupants. You don't know who runs these stores because you didn't actually go into them yet, but I can write what the names are down here really quick.
That would be appreciated.
okay.
Thank you, viewers. You help a lot. Viewers is the MVP of this game.
Honestly, the viewers is just pulling their weight super hard.
I especially appreciate how they're not giving us cards this time. Thank you guys for not sending us to our death.
What's that? Draw every card in the deck? Okay.
No! House Revelation. Revelation. What kind of place do you
The
think that
Stone and the
is?
Sword, just the name of that bothers me so much.
I mean,
That doesn't sound right.
Wait.
Is the Stone and the Sword, is that like weaponry or something?
You look in the window, they don't appear to have any, like, display items, and the sign just has an image of a sword with a glowing green rock in the hilt.
Wow.
I have a general idea. Okay. Oh, wow. That is really pretty, actually.
Glowing green rock display.
Well, I guess we could take a look around. Where
Looks
should we
cursed.
start?
You should go touch it.
What was that?
Looks cursed. You should go touch it.
Let's not. I mean, I agree we should look around, but let's wait before we touch anything. Just a thought.
Okay.
No fun.
Why don't we start with that Raven's Quill place? Just get a look
Okay.
around.
All right. You step into the Raven's Quill. As you do, a small bell rings and announces your presence, and a small, kind of squat old man looks up from behind the counter, looks at you, smiles. Ah, new faces. I must admit, I didn't think I'd ever see a new face in Whitevane. Welcome, welcome. Have a look around. Feel free to ask if you have any questions about my work here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Of course.
So what are the wares?
You look around, and the wares appear to be mostly writing utensils and books. Like, a lot of books. A lot of books. And most of them appear to all be by the same author, dude by the name of Rainer.
Rainer. Are there any pictures in any of these books of the author?
In a few of them, yes. Some of the more modern ones appear to have charcoal drawings of the author, who looks a dead ringer for the guy behind the counter.
And you said that all of the books are by him?
I'd say 90% of the books are by him.
Oh my god, someone...
Ah.
Oh, wait, someone has a bit of an ego.
You've kept yourself busy through these.
Oh, indeed. Most of my living is made making these academic textbooks for students at the university, and then, of course, reaping in the profits from that.
This is the mood of like every single one of my teachers at the uni, who they all have a book published in our bookshop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You also notice behind him a sign that says no resales.
Well, one's image is important.
Of course. This young lady gets it.
So, what is it that you write about, then?
I, young man, write about the mysteries of the arcane and, well, how to perform them. Not anything flashy, like turning a man into a newt or conjuring explosions out of thin air. Mostly it's things like, making a floating hand that helps hold things because you're too lazy to, or communing with the dead, that sort of thing.
A hand?
It's more like a disc, really, but a hand also works if you want to try and shape it into that.
Oh, no, not at all.
Being the boy of the woods, Khalil latches onto... Wait, a newt?
A newt!
Do they... Okay. Why?
That's what you latch onto, not the whole communing with the dead thing.
I mean, should I? Should I? I don't... Anyways.
Yes!
But you did mention communing with the dead. Is that something that interests you, lizard man?
Sure.
Excellent. I believe speaking with the dead would be... Ooh, that would be one of the advanced copies. That would be 2,500 gold if you wanted to learn all about those particular secrets.
Oh. Sir, do I look like I'm made of money?
No, you look like you're made of scales.
Fair observation.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my god. That's a lot of gold.
I mean, it is, but, one is assuming if you got into the academy, you either have a loving and caring family behind you, or a scholarship that will help pay for, well, the books, basically.
What's a scholarship?
Basically, you do well enough in your studies that someone pays for you to continue them at a more advanced level, young lady.
Oh, okay. That sounds nice.
It is, if you can get it.
I don't know. I'm not very smart.
That's all right. I know the arts of magicianry are hard. I'm assuming you're here because you are interested in the arts of magicianry.
Well, I know a few things here and there, but not... it's a work in progress.
Well, I'm sure if you keep at it, you'll be just fine, young lady.
There you go. Practice makes perfect with everything, after all, isn't that right?
I suppose.
Yeah, from what I've gathered, everyone's always learning, so there's always more to, figure out and
Yeah.
Question?
Yes.
Would you be so kind as to allow me to at least skim through the pages of these?
Oh, of course. He takes out a display copy, sets it down on the desk, and flips through. Looks like Looks like this type of book is very helpful for people who don't innately know how to cast Speak with Dead, or don't have it prepared that particular day. You, being a cleric, I believe can choose to have Speak with Dead prepared at the start of every day, so ritual books are a bit less useful for you than they would be for other magically inclined classes.
Yeah, but if I'm more looking to see like the contents of the spells, if it's just that, or if there's other weird necromancy things going.
The Speak with Dead book is mostly about theory of necromancy, practice thereof, and because it's Speak with Dead and not reviving it, it's like, well, if you don't want to risk messing it up and having a zombie that wants to strangle you, just talking to it can work just fine, and here's how you do that.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other particular spells that strike out?
He's got basically any spell that is a ritual from 1st through 3rd level on display.
Nice.
Hmm.
That little cast identify thing is intriguing me, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What is that?
You pay me and I cast Identify to identify if something's magic or not.
Oh,
Okay.
That's definitely something to keep note of. I don't really see anything at the moment, but this is definitely a place to keep track of. Keep note of.
yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, I don't really have anything right now.
Thank you very much, sir.
Of course. In that case, have a very excellent stay here in Whitevane.
We will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. You head out of the Raven's Quill.
Tra-la-la.
It was nice. I didn't really see anything of... Well... I mean, I guess the necromancy books were something that could be of use later down the line, but...
Maybe when
Do
somebody's
you have
dead.
2,500 gold?
no.
Well, you never know. You can get wealth unexpectedly.
I still don't understand what the purpose of any of this is. I mean, they're just little tokens, right? They're like rocks. They're just shiny.
I honestly don't really know where to start.
I am lost for words. You've broken my speech.
I don't know what you mean. Did I say something wrong?
Nope.
I'm
Nope.
sorry.
I'm just broken.
Oh,
Why don't we
Um,
just go somewhere else?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
What were the other options? I know that... Oh, okay. Why don't we just go down the list? There was that lantern thing, right?
The Jin's Lantern.
Right.
If that's what you want.
I don't really have any interest in particular of anything.
Well, neither do I. I'm just following all of you.
I think
Yeah,
mostly
I'm
we're...
still pissed about the fireball, so...
Honestly, I think at this point we're mostly doing this to get familiar with the town so we can figure out who here is, doing things.
Yeah, so we might as well go down the list.
Yep,
That's fair
and
enough.
super side-eyeing that guy in there.
All right.
That dude.
You step immediately
That
next
dude.
door, like maybe 5 steps down the street, and then turn and walk into the Jin's lantern. As you walk
I
in,
can't believe we have to walk all the way down the street, Alex.
All the way down.
way!
Wow.
all the way,
5 feet!
That's it.
You step inside, and you are immediately hit by the smell of incense and perfume walking in and looking at various ornately decorated robes. You take a look around. There looks to be this, a whole collection of miscellaneous bits and bobs in glass display cases. And you look to the back counter. There doesn't appear to be anyone standing behind it.
It smells weird in here.
Good.
Perfume is... Okay, hold on one second. I'm forgetting. This is out of character. I'm forgetting something.
Okay.
Sorry. Because I know, just off the top of my head, that some flowers are used to make perfume. Would Khalil recognize any of these scents, or
There's a lot of lavender.
like lavender soap by any chance? That's what the soap was when we got it.
Maybe people just like lavender in my world, Scott. You don't know.
Wow.
You know what? Fair enough. This has a very familiar smell to it.
I don't know, it tickles my nerves a bit.
Yep. It's a little strong for me, but
Yeah,
You know
this
what?
this
We're
place
here.
stinks.
I don't know. I think it smells lovely.
Well, you're just a bit weird then.
I get that a lot.
yep.
Yeah.
Is there anyone? You said there's no one behind the counter. Okay.
Yes, there's no one behind the counter.
Khalil is just going to wander around and look at the really pretty, shiny things.
Shiny.
Shiny things.
Ooh, that's a lot of shiny things.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I know what kind of people these are meant for.
Hmm. You remember that this is immediately attached to the Magic Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Khalil's eye immediately is drawn to the druidic focuses, the wooden staves, the wands, the mistletoe. It feels like home a little bit. And he smiles. See, guys, isn't this nice? Look at all the really pretty, beautiful things that they have here. And look at these robes. They're so sparkly.
But
Guys?
I
I
already
can
have a
appreciate
robe.
the shine.
I didn't hear what Valthiv said, I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I can appreciate the shine. It's not my style, but if it glitters, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
They are indeed really shiny.
Minerva's like looking at the instruments.
Yeah? What you looking at over there?
Well, isn't that the thing that Lena Lita has? The guitar-y thing?
Oh, that's a lute. Yeah, that... Oh, wait, no, not the lute, sorry. That's a violin. Yeah, she does play that. Very well, I might add.
A lute and a violin are not the same thing.
Well, they both have strings.
Yeah, but one you go da 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 and you plug it with your hands, and the other you gotta use like a little bowstring.
Oh.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Can I can I check to see if Valthiv can play the lute? Just to like put on like a little demonstration on how they're different.
Sure, make a performance check.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, hey, you're not bad at playing the lute, Valthiv. You do know, in fact, how to play the lute. And as you strum on the strings,
Wow.
you hear some quick footsteps in the back as a hunched over older woman with kind of matted platinum blonde hair runs out, looks over, and is like, "Oh, hello, hi, I didn't hear you come in. Hi, welcome to the lantern."
Hello.
Hello.
hello, it's a pleasure.
Yes. Are you bards?
No.
No.
None of us here right now at this moment.
Yeah,
Oh.
she ran off.
So you're getting a present, is that what I'm hearing?
Khalil looks to the rest of the party.
Not so much a present, but
She's looking at the lyre now. She's more focused on that.
I guess we're just intrigued. We're very interested in what you have here.
Yes. Well, mostly I sell the robes, being only place in Whitevane that sells them to anyone who attends our academy. Recently branched out my merchandise for convenience, so it's anything someone attending would possibly need, no matter what their school of study happens to be.
School of study?
Well, yes, some people tend towards the arcane, others, are more performance-based, like the bards that your friend, wherever he or she is, would be.
Right.
Sorry, say again, Sonny? I think my hearing aid might be cutting out.
Out of character, he poofed.
Oh no! I can't believe he's fucking dead!
Oh, damn it! Did the incense send him to another plane of existence again?
Yeah, he looks very spaced out right now.
Well, he just went completely out into the void. Oh, fuck.
Can I ask,
Pointing to the lyre.
what is this?
Oh, that's a lyre.
Oh, what does it do?
It plays music. Or rather, you play music on it. It's not automatic.
Yeah, so remember what I was doing with the lute?
Yes.
It's kind of like that, but a different shape. You just kind of strum your fingers across the little string thingy. And then it makes noise.
Good noise, though.
It's all a bit new to me. I only really found out music was a thing about 2 months ago.
Where the hell were you raised if you only found out about music 2 months ago?
Anyway, I mean, I wouldn't mind learning. I mean, that looks really pretty.
It is really pretty. I will give you that.
Okay, the lute looks a little big, you see, so...
Yes, understandable.
What are you looking at?
The lyre.
Oh.
Kyle!
Welcome back to this plane of existence.
Are you okay, Kyle? You spaced out.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I guess I was just looking a little too hard at the mistletoe. It's very pretty. It reminds me a bit of home.
I see. Well, you do carry the look of someone who spends a lot of time out in the woods about you.
You could certainly say that. Anyways, Minerva, why not try?
It's like I said, it's all a little new to me, but I wouldn't mind trying.
All right. Because it's new to you, Minerva, roll performance with disadvantage.
Performance. Nope.
I didn't know a liar could make that sound.
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
Practice
we're
makes
all learning.
perfect, as we said.
How much is it?
The lyre would be 35 gold pieces.
Okay, well, practice makes perfect.
And she hands it over. The money, I mean.
Well, let's hope you learn this quickly, young lady, she says, taking the money and handing the lyre over.
Well, I'll go away and practice, and then maybe I'll come back and show you a bit of it.
Of course. My name is Leonie, if you ever need anything else from me.
Just out of
Valthiv
sheer
is actually
hope.
getting really attached to this lute, and I think he's gonna buy it.
Excellent. You're forming a
Leonie's
band?
Fire Emblem.
He's like, what? I can play this? Yes!
Yeah, it is mine now.
And for no other reason than just homesickness and pretty shiny Kaleo picks up 2 sprigs of mistletoe.
Now you know those aren't instruments, right?
I know. I don't intend to play them.
Ah, excellent. That would be most unfortunate if you tried. And you exchange the money for goods and services, Kaleo.
Woo! Woo! Hooray!
Oh, this is gonna
Thank
be
you very much.
Of course. I hope you have a pleasant stay while you're here in town.
Thank you very much.
All right.
It's not been very pleasant so far.
Oh,
What did
dear.
she say? I'm sorry.
It's not been very pleasant so far.
Oh.
And you step
Yeah,
out.
that seems a bit backhanded considering I just got that fucking.
Yeah, way to
Wow.
go.
Okay.
I
Bye.
got hit.
Good
I
job,
got hit by a
bitch.
fireball. I can't play this flyer. Everything sucks.
I got burst by fire. I can't play this lyre. And something else that rhymes with ire. I don't fucking know. I'm a child. Okay, I was probably born like I don't
The
know,
shirtless
5
man
years
made
ago.
me perspire.
We leave the fucking shop.
You leave the shop. I'm assuming not actively complaining about how terrible your day
No,
is.
she doesn't complain.
But that would
Okay.
be so funny.
Okay.
Well, next is House Revelation.
Let's go.
Let's
What, you mean you
go.
have to walk another 5 feet?
This is more like 20.
Oh.
Such efforts.
All right.
Today sucks.
You walk down the street and walk into House Revelation. This is a very bare bones looking building compared to the other two. There don't appear to be any real items of merchandise on display, just a lot of framed and mounted parchments, signed pictures / charcoal drawings, a lot of contracts it looks like, and sitting at the desk in a very comfortable looking padded chair is another thin blonde woman with very thick glasses who looks up, adjusts them, squints. Can I help you?
That's a
Just
good
look-
question.
Just looking around, I suppose.
I see. Well, if you're lost, the shops are that way, she says, pointing the other direction.
Then what's
Is this not a
this?
shop?
This is, in fact, not a shop. This is, how exactly do I put this? This is a go-between. This is where you hire people to do tasks that very rich people or adventurers don't feel like doing themselves. In this case, House Revelation happens to be a certain, let's call it a club, in the middle of the academy that specializes in the field of arcane study.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Well, gee, it's
Oh, yeah?
almost like we're in the arcane district or something.
What?
Yeah, you look very confused. Did you not expect to have people who specialize in matters of the arcane in the arcane district?
No, that's not what I'm focusing on, but regardless.
Well, sorry to bother you then.
Well, if that's going to be goodbye, doors that way.
Goes to walk out.
Like, I...
Wait, what's going on?
We're leaving.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that was
decided to just
fast.
turn around immediately and leave.
Yeah. We're not learning this bitch's name.
All right.
Well, we never
Never.
asked.
You immediately step out the door, close it behind you. I think that went well, said Maxwell. I think this is an absolute win.
Yep, that was definitely the most helpful.
At least we know what it is. We can come back later.
Khalil has this quizzical look on his face.
What?
Right.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Did you want to go back in?
It's just flavor vortex, guys. God.
Alright, to the next one.
All right. You go a whopping 30 feet down the street to the corner.
Holy shit!
Oh, movement speed, my dude.
Yeah, wow. And
The moment we get to the door, we can't move again until the shopkeeper says something.
oh fuck.
We just stand outside the door menacingly, just like, let us in!
You,
You can't move until you use an action!
you turn and stare at the door into the stone and the sword, the one that has the emblem of the sword with the glowing green rock in it. And eventually, the action passes, and you step inside. It's decorated. It's decorated much like the interior of House Revelation. However, this one, alongside contracts and charcoal drawings, has a couple of mounted weapons on the sides of the building, inside and outside, and a very muscular-looking tattooed man smoking a little bit of pipe weed as you enter. Looks over at you. And gives a quick smile and a nod.
Did we just walk into a tattoo parlor?
Weapons!
Yeah.
Would you like to check to see if we walked into a tattoo parlor?
I don't think Minerva even knows what a tattoo is.
You look behind him, there doesn't appear to be a chair or tattoo equipment behind this man. He just happens to have...
That's what they want you to think.
just happens to have tattoos.
They just use the swords instead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh god. Remember, kids, sharing swords is bad.
Yeah.
I will say hello to this person.
Ah, and a fine greetings to you, young lady. Now, I must say you're not the usual clientele that comes into the Stone and the Sword, but business is business.
What is this place?
This is a hiring office. See, a lot of people who go to Clinmary Academy learn magic because they want to blow shit up. Unfortunately, not a lot of people specifically set out to hire people who specialize in blowing shit up, so that's where we come in. We're middlemen who hire war magicians, basically.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds like me.
I don't believe you're...
I mean, that is a holy symbol of court I recognize, and he's pretty good at, like, summoning lightning and shit. We're not really kind of, like, religious-oriented. You'd have to go to the Temple District if you were looking for that. But seeing as you are, in fact, Cleric Accord, I don't think you'd really have need for that sort of thing, unless you wanted to socialize.
Unfortunately, it's not why I'm here.
Fair enough, he says, kicking his feet up onto the desk and leaning back.
Yeah, what kind of jobs were you offering, though? Theoretically speaking.
Technically, the jobs come to me first, and then I go get someone to do them. So, like,
okay.
if you were like, hey, we need a magician to follow us around for a couple of days, go into a dungeon, blow shit up because we're really bad at casting magic, then I'd be like, okay, here's this guy, and here's the daily rate.
Nice. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Much appreciated.
Can I ask something?
Of course, young lady.
Have you met the magic lady in the tower?
Harvester Mage?
Yeah.
That, she certainly knows a thing or two about blowing shit up. She could probably teach me a couple of things if, I could get more than 6 words in without getting a glare and or fire thrown at me.
So I wouldn't suppose you know how to actually approach her.
You don't approach the Harvester Mage. I mean, have you seen where she lives? Ain't a door or window on that thing. You'd have to catch her while she's out and hope she's in a good mood.
She doesn't seem like someone who is ever in a good mood.
Well, I guess you can scratch hope off your list then.
What? Nothing saying we can't just make a door.
I mean, you're kind of speaking my language, but at the same time, that's not something I would try.
Make a door. What did Lean do again?
Dimension door it right the hell out of there.
Yeah, except Lean didn't go in the tower, I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, damn.
How do people usually meet the Harvester Mage?
Well, generally in this town, she just happens to be out and about. Mostly in this district, though we have spotted her in different ones, just kind of staring. I wouldn't say at people, more like into them, you know?
Yes.
I tried asking once, mostly to see if she would be interested in some of my services. I'm not gonna do that again.
Fireball?
No, this was lightning bolt, actually.
Oh. Also bad.
Also bad. However, the good news about that was that I could tell my colleagues I piss lightning and crap thunder and be absolutely correct.
I see what you did there, Alex.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you aren't going to be hiring anyone today, you could always take a card. He hands over a business card. It just has his name and his picture. Dominic with a K at the end.
Dominic. Very nice name.
Okay, thank you.
Dominic.
Rainer, Leone. Good names. Very good names. Oh, and name not found.
You did not ask. You immediately left.
She was like,
whatever.
Charming
no, I
people.
like this guy more.
You,
Alright.
you staying in town long?
I don't know.
We only recently got here, so we really haven't thought about plans yet.
Well, if you are going to be staying for longer than a couple of days, you might want to see about getting tickets to one of the shows over at Lumina Theater. They put on a hell of a performance, if you ask me, and that's not just because I help supply the pyrotechnics.
Where is the theater?
You can't miss it. You just turn the corner, it's the big building that's not the huge spooky-ass tower.
There are a lot of those around here, aren't there?
So pretty easy to spot. Got it.
Yeah, generally. Theater's one of the places that was lucky enough to get enough real estate and people investing in it to be one of the big buildings here in White Vein.
Nice. And what kind of performance is it?
Depends on the day. I think you might be a little late to get tickets for this one, but, let's see. Tomorrow I think it's some kind of comedy. As I go to... Yeah. Oh yeah, they play different kinds of shows. We'd get bored seeing the same one over and over. Yeah, I think tomorrow it's something called, Child and Clown. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I didn't name the play.
What? I don't know what a clown is.
It's a horrifying thing straight out of nightmares that inflates balloons and tells bad jokes.
That does sound somewhat horrifying, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they call that a comedy, but that's just what I got on the brochure.
Well, comedies are horrifying from what I've heard, yes.
You think so?
It depends. This one
Well-
definitely sounds horrifying.
Well, aren't they used to describe people who are, trying their best in a really bad situation?
Comedies are used to describe people trying their best.
Yeah, like when they're in trouble and they're trying their best to escape and then they don't escape. It's like a comedy if ever there was one. Is that not what it is?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever heard that description of a comedy before.
Oh,
Truthfully, I've never even really seen a show before, so...
well, neither have I. Maybe we can go and see it?
I'd like to do that. That could be...
Yeah. Might be. Oh, poor Kaleo.
Poor baby.
Poor Babu.
Yeah, so...
Well, we'll think about it.
All right. I mean, I don't really sell the tickets, so if you do think on it, just head on over to the theater and see if they're available.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know.
Of course. You'll have
You
a
have
good
some
one.
lovely weapons around the place, by the way.
Thanks. They earned their keep protecting this place.
Hi, this is Scott Ornstein, breaking character to remind everyone that my internet is shit and I feel like shit. Just saying. Anyways.
Your internet's holding up fine.
Why do I keep breaking then?
I don't know.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
Alright.
You head out back into the streets of the Arcane District, having now gone to all 4 of the shops attached or otherwise nearby Clyn Mary Arcane Academy.
So what the fuck do we do now?
Well, let's review. So, we know that there's... Pardon me. We know that there's some sort of a bookstore. The owner seems to really like writing a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
We know that there's a shop that's connected to the academy that sells a lot of magical items that I suppose support the students there. There was that one lady, I don't really remember much about her. She didn't seem very nice, though.
Mm.
And then there was that one man who was working with hires, right?
Right.
So what can we do with this information?
Well, all we've really learned is that the Harvester Mage is really hard to get an audience with.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe
But I
we
still
should
want to kick her ass.
Why would you do that?
Do
You
you
threw a
remember?
fireball at us!
You remember the kaboom, Kaleo? You remember the big flash of light and the fire? 'Cause I remember the big flash of light and the fire.
I remember something. Yeah, the point being is that I think it's going to be really difficult to get any sort of audience with her.
Well, to be fair, revenge is best served quick and fresh.
Wow!
Kaleo cringes at the word fresh.
Oh.
Anyways.
It's okay, you don't have to worry about that anymore, Kaleo.
What's wrong?
It's nothing.
It was just someone part of our group before, and, was really batshit kook.
Hmm.
Look, real talk, I'm just really...
Well, that sounds not nice.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Kaleo
Yeah,
calms himself down by putting a sprig of mistletoe in his hair for no other reason than he can.
Hell yeah, what a fashion icon.
Looking good there, Kaleo.
He smiles.
Well, maybe they said that she's sometimes out and about. Maybe we should just wait until she's out and about.
We don't even know when that is, though.
Well, why don't we just go stand by the tower and wait?
Is that really the best idea? Would that
Well,
be
she has to
wrong?
come out eventually.
I guess. But, I mean, what do you
Eventually.
think?
That could be 2 minutes, that could be days.
Just standing there doesn't seem like the best option.
Why not?
mean, that could be a bit exhausting.
Well, I can make
Initially,
food whilst we wait.
I mean, that's true, but I don't think that's... He looks to Valthiv and...
I don't know, if it were up to me, I'd be kicking that tower.
You need to stop with that.
This is why nobody's fun.
I mean, staying out and waiting certainly is an option. I mean, if that's what you guys want to do, I'm fine with it.
Well, why don't we go buy the tickets first if we want to go there?
I suppose it's something we could look into.
We might as well just look at the place.
Okay. Watch as we actually get tickets, but we forget to buy one for Lee.
Right, I'm making a mental note. Buy 6 tickets. No.
We just like
5.
smuggle her like
Yeah.
under a cape or something.
Yeah, buy 6 tickets and then debate who you're gonna drag to it.
No, wait, 5 tickets, right? Because Maxwell.
Yeah.
Why did I say 6? There's not a 6th person.
Were
Your
you
imaginary
planning on
friend spot.
inviting Joanna?
You know, I honestly hadn't thought about that, but maybe I'll... You know what? Fuck it.
Well, let's go. Depends how expensive they are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You know, if they're like those books, I don't know, man. I don't think comedy's worth it.
Alright. You round the corner and look up, seeing a absolutely massive theater building. It's like Dominic said, this is definitely one of the larger, wider buildings in Whitevane. You'd say roughly around the same height as the Guild Hall or the Lively Moon Tavern. There are very big, you'd guess almost person-sized by perspective, painted gold and silver statues of masks of comedy and tragedy hanging above the theater door, with a banner reading Lumina Theater hanging below them. And you walk inside, sitting there, kind of scattered about behind various ticket booths and small food stands, are a series of young women in very fancy-looking suits, for lack of a better word, who look up and raise eyebrows curiously as you come in.
Are they looking at all of us, or just one person in particular? Or...
All of you, their gaze hovers over Valthiv for a little longer than the rest of you.
Yes, I know I'm a lizard.
I don't know if you're aware, but you're a lizard.
What?
Valthiv go blip, blip, blip.
We gotta have like a moment where Valthiv has like ice cream or something and just goes.
Lem, 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 lem,
I
lem.
kind of want this now, though.
Lem.
Lem.
Okay, stop.
God. Yes. So, tickets for shows.
One of them holds up a finger to shush you and says, "We've got a show going on right now."
Oh,
Leo looks around?
The woman rolls her eyes. "And we're sold out for tomorrow, but we still got a couple of tickets that we're just giving up for day after, if that's the sort of thing you're looking for."
what's going on the day after?
Day after is a repeat performance of Child and Clown.
Of course it is.
Oh.
Okay. How many or how much are they?
20 gold apiece, sweetie.
Oh, fucking hell.
That's not terrible.
I mean, for the theater, yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never been to one.
You'll soon come to learn that Minerva's not done a lot.
That's okay. Would you like to see?
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
But consider Child and Clown.
It might not be the best first performance witnessed.
I'm
Where are they
curious.
showing the next day?
Next day we have Kingmaker. Big old mystery about who killed King such and such or whatever. I mean, she looks over towards one of the women at the food stands. We saw that one last week, right? The woman at the food stand shrugs. I don't remember.
That sounds less terrifying? Question.
I mean, there's less clowns.
Guys,
I don't
Please don't.
mind either way.
please don't make Khalil the face of the party for this session. I mean, I wouldn't mind it if we end up staying here that long. Sure, yeah. But why not? Why not?
All right. She holds out a hand expectantly.
Well, you're buying Claire.
He knows not of what these gold rocks do anyway, so fuck it. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Alright. 100 gold.
All right. I'm just going to assume that you tell the lady that you're buying one for a friend who can't make it. She just rolls her
Yes.
eyes and nods. Yeah, I know, happens all the time.
That often, huh?
Yeah. People just aren't showing up for a lot of shows these days.
Is there a reason why?
I don't know, maybe they found something else to do with the nightlife?
Well, I thought you said you were sold out.
Yeah, tomorrow. Day after and day after that, not so much.
Hmm.
Wow, people must... Wait, what was the show for tomorrow again?
Show for tomorrow was Child and Clown.
Okay, good, I can make the joke then. Wow, people really must like children and clowns together.
What?
I can't believe you just said that.
He did just say that. What are you gonna do about it?
Refuse to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep,
That's
ignoring
Khalil.
you.
That's Khalil's relationship with people in a nutshell.
I mean, it has its moments.
Do we want to comment on that?
No, we do not want to comment.
We do not want to
No,
comment on
not
that.
at all.
Okay, well, thank you.
Smile, not yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
The woman waves and just calls over. Don't get robbed on your way back to wherever you're staying.
Oh, shit.
What
Oh,
do
boy.
I need to roll to question that?
Sure, make an insight check. The totally blasé way in which the lady said it indicates that this has happened more than once to people leaving the theater.
If anyone
Oh.
does, I'll fight them.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
That seemed a bit too threatening.
Hmm. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
What time is it now?
Your best guess would be the evening.
Oh.
I can't believe we just bought theater tickets, and while we're supposed to be actually, like, doing some work trying to find the
Well,
fucking
you know-
animal god and cult and
Actually, a lot of people go to the theater, right? So that could be a good way to observe huge gatherings, make sure there isn't any, funny business going on there.
It's true. It's a good way to go. What did that one guy at the bar call it? Incognito, I think. Just take a look around, undercover.
you say so. But if nothing comes of it and it's just a show, well, we at least have,
Worst
you know,
that
some...
happens is we enjoy ourselves, right?
Yeah, I mean, after all, it's not Child and Clown, so...
Thank God.
We did spend... whatever these gold rocks are, I used quite a bit of them. If you really say that they're as valuable as they are, I guess I'd rather not have to spend more at the tavern. Minerva, you said being able to cook?
Yes.
May I see?
What, right now?
Do we have kitchenware around?
I mean, if she says she can, then do you?
Yes. But in the middle of the street? Do you not want to go anywhere a bit better?
What do you guys think? Are you guys hungry yet?
I mean, yes, I'm hungry, but also
Well, I can go off to the
cooking
side
out in the
if
middle
you'd
of
like.
the street.
Why? This is Scott not really thinking about how to do a thing like this.
Why don't we just find like a dry patch so I can keep stuff?
That's a good idea.
Can we seek a dry patch?
You go around seeking a dry patch. This is very hard considering you're in the middle of a tightly packed city. Make an investigation check.
What is a dry patch?
Oh my god!
Whatever the fuck a dry patch is, you found it, and it's like over by the other side of the arcane tower, where there doesn't appear to be quite as much movement and milling about by people.
Perfect.
Right. She will gesture you to sit down and get comfortable.
Valthiv's just in awe, being like, how there's actually a place for this. Okay.
What do you mean?
I think when she means sit down and get comfortable, it means sit down and get comfortable. Are you really this dense?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
you can stand up if you'd like, but it might take a little while.
Okay, I mean, I've got time, I think.
Alright.
Is there a rock or a stone or something to just sit/stand up on that is taller than 2 feet?
Not really. Unless you wanted to go onto a roof.
Kalale is getting a little bit jittery then.
Okay, once everyone is sat down, she will cast this.
Kaleo, do you wanna sit on my shoulders?
I'm sorry, how tall are these two again, and how heavy are they?
Valthiv is like 6'6".
And
5
Valthiv's
foot
also
7.5.
pretty strong, so...
If he thinks he can.
She will bring out the iron pot she bought before and, like, cast this into the pot so the food all, like, accumulates in there.
Alright. You, point at the pot, wave your hands, and, chant some arcane words, and as you do, basically, like, gruel starts bubbling up from the center of the pot, but then the bubbles, like, pop into bread, dried meats, fruits that look not particularly fresh, and the like, that spill out from the pot until you stop casting.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Oh wait, do any of us see this, or
Are you looking that way?
not
Probably.
particularly?
Alright,
I'm
well...
too busy shaking because no elevation.
While Kaleo worries about whether or not he can be airborne, Valthiv and Maxwell stare in wonder as Minerva just makes food appear out of thin air and or the pot.
And she gets to cooking. Do I need to use the utensils?
You do indeed need to use your chef's utensils if you want to make this taste like not gruel.
Alright, what attribute is it I need to use?
I believe I think wisdom is
Wisdom.
this time around, yeah.
Proficiency.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
Well, it's your first
Oh,
time
no.
working with this pot, so a lot of stuff just kind of like spills out onto the ground, and you toss it quickly back in and try to cook again with it, and then repeat the process until eventually you just step away, gesture to what you have.
Ta-da!
Ooh, food. How did you do that? Holy crap, like, you just, like, made food, like, fucking spawn out of thin fucking air. Well, in a pot, but, like, what the fuck?
I don't know, just one day I just was really hungry, and I thought really hard, and food just appeared.
That
So
is the most
you can-
incredible thing I've ever heard of.
I'm impressed that you can just make food. That you're really something, Minerva.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's
thank you.
that's kind of impressive, says Maxwell.
Well, I hope it's not the best, but I hope you like it.
All right.
Heck yeah. Eat.
Everyone starts eating. No matter what this food looks like, it tastes like gruel, and not very well flavored gruel. Maxwell takes a bite of the apple, slower bite of the apple, slower bite of the apple, swallows.
Oh no.
It's really amazing that you can make food out of thin air.
Can I insert that?
You're damn right, it's amazing.
Yeah, you can. He's trying his best to compliment you.
I'm sorry, I'll do better next
No,
time.
it's fine. I mean, I certainly can't do that. So, it really is amazing, though.
Yeah, this is great.
No.
She just awkwardly eats some herself.
I'm just gonna out of character roll something. Don't mind me.
Okay.
He has had worse considering where he has lived all his life. So
Mhm.
it's like shrugs. Eats.
Yeah, you've had stuff that isn't really well flavored before. You're fine with this.
Yeah.
I mean, Valthiv's eaten some pretty rancid crap
Yeah.
before, so...
I mean, this isn't delicious, but it is filling. So,
Hell yeah, and none of your guys are gonna waste any of it.
That's fun for me.
If you guys want, I could try and flavor it a little better.
you've already tried to flavor it.
No, I mean,
The other way to flavor it.
What, put salt on it?
well, I have this kind of, I have a way of, like a secret ingredient, do you think? But it's really secret. It's a, what's it, family secret thing?
Ooh, what is it?
a
Tell
secret.
me the secret.
No, I can't tell you the secret. It's a very big secret.
It's okay.
Ooh, all the more
You don't
reason
want to
to
ruin
tell.
the surprise.
Sorry, Scott.
Yes.
Oh god, sorry, that just made me laugh.
So, if I take the pod, do you guys mind if I come back in a little bit?
Well, of course not.
She's just gonna pick up the pot and just like run off to a corner.
All
Right.
right.
He's, however, going to question why you're running, so...
No, she's not gonna run. She's just gonna like walk up around the corner or something.
There we go.
Cool.
Okay.
You quickly turn the corner, Minerva, and you stare at the pot.
I will. Well, crap. I've seen what you've just sent me, so.
Yeah, you try to reach deep down and pull out your ancient family secret for how to better flavor the food, but you just don't have it in you today.
Alright, she comes back. Her eyes look a little watery.
What's up?
Nothing, I think I kind of misplaced the ingredients.
Oh,
That's
well,
alright.
what about the market? Maybe we could get something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep that in mind for the next time around.
But thank you so much for the food, though.
Yeah, that was very nice of you.
Well, chow down.
All right.
Just eats the food miserably.
You sadly
I am
eat the
miserable.
food. The humans sadly eat the food, while the elf and the lizard folk enjoy the hell out of it.
Nom.
Yeah. And as you sit down and eat, I think Kaleil's got the highest passive perception. So rogues. So Kaleil, as you eat, you hear this faint humming sound nearby. You look around to see what that is, and you see what appears to be the sides of the tower kind of shimmying.
If it's another shimmying.
Shimmy.
I thought you said shimmering, and I was gonna say if it's another fucking fireball, I swear to God. When you say shimmying,
When I say shimmying, I mean like
kind of thing? Like an earth, a tremor, or
it's more like there's kind of this shine and shadow that goes along the walls of the tower, very subtle. It's kind of like the texture of the tower warps for a second or two and then goes back to normal.
that doesn't seem natural.
What doesn't?
Look at the tower. It's going all wobbly wobbly like.
It's magic, maybe.
Yeah, but
Wait, is she leaving the town?
Make a perception check to look around for her.
Oh,
on
fuck
it.
yeah.
No!
Hi.
Yep.
Hi.
Rogues.
Hi, I'm a rogue. Perhaps we've met.
Alright. So, being focused on the tower already and pinpointing the location of that shimmering texture displacement, Kaleil, you immediately pinpoint a figure kind of hovering out, cape and cloak fluttering behind her in a wind that is not blowing for anyone else. The figure has thick leather gloves, pants, boots, and a very thick leather coat, for lack of a better word. It's got straps holding it together, covering her up from torso down. And you can tell it's a her because you've been around Lean long enough to understand what boobs are, Kaleil, and she's got a pretty decent pair. Along with long blonde hair that is flying in, again, the wind that isn't blowing. And upon closer inspection, a mask covering all of her face except for the eyes.
Oh, joy.
Amazing.
And she's just flying off in the opposite direction of you.
No!
I assume that's her?
Considering that we've, and this is me talking, considering that we've never actually seen what the Harvest Queen looks like, I'm trying to think of how to deliver this. Okay. Someone's leaving it. If she's floating, I don't know, maybe it's her?
Who else would it be?
Does a Queen of Magic typically wear leather?
Well, they could wear anything.
I think if you're a Queen of Magic, no one's gonna give you shit for what you wear.
I guess so.
Probably.
Well, maybe we should follow.
Yes.
Alright, are you going to follow? So you're going to follow her. Do you want to try and sneak behind her?
Only
I don't know.
good things happen when Valthiv tries to sneak. It's never worked before. Let's do it.
I'm a rogue.
Alright. So, if you are in fact sneaking, I'm going to need everyone to make a stealth check. Valthiv with disadvantage because you've got heavy armor.
Please tell me this is a group stealth check.
No.
Guys.
Not bad.
Oh, boy.
Alright. And Maxwell, just to be fun.
Oh.
Oh no.
Maxwell.
Just to be
Maxwell!
fun, huh?
Just to be fun. I'll be nice and say that she needs to beat Valthiv's. Oh, her passive perception does beat Valthiv's stealth check.
Hey!
All right.
Like I said, this has never worked for me.
All together now. Clunk, clunk, clunk,
Clunk, clunk. All right.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Valthiv, you lead the charge after the floating harvester mage. Because you're wearing plate armor, the metal around you shakes and rattles as you go. And pretty soon, she stops, turns around, slowly descends to the ground.
Oh, so you can walk.
She stares at you. Or rather, when she stares, you can see like she's peering directly through you, like right into your brain as she does so. Kinda sense that.
Lol. Staring at Valthiv's brain, lol.
Wait, Valthiv has a brain?
Exactly.
At this stare,
She's not looking pressed.
yeah. At this stare, Minerva's gonna drop to her knees and just kind of like, you know when people kind of like, oh, what's the word? Like bow, but it's like kind of prostrating yourself on the ground kind of bow. She does that.
Did you throw a fireball at us earlier?
Yeah, Maxwell quickly follows Minerva's example.
Kaleo does as well.
Valthim just like looks around and is like,
You have to show
fucking
respect.
fine.
Alright. You all kneel before the Harvester Mage. You hear her scoff and turn back around.
Oh, bollocks.
That's not the worst thing that could have happened.
As you call after her, she stops in her tracks.
Valthiv, what are you doing?
We gotta know.
I don't want to die.
You have to know what.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, I have voice mod, and the Harvester Mage has a voice mod effect.
We don't mean to disturb, we just wanted to ask you something.
And yet, you have.
She turns around, and her glare is particularly strong through the mask.
Oh, I love.
She's neat.
Oh,
I was like on my seat for that art.
I see.
And she sees just about.
Yeah.
To be fair, the way
Throw
you
a fireball at us.
And it would appear I didn't finish the job. A mistake I will now rectify, she says.
Snapping her fingers as a staff appears in her hands. And that is where we're gonna break for... Yep.
I need to pee.
Yeah, we're gonna get some water and pee, and when we come back, Harvester Mage fight time! Yay! See y'all in a bit.
Bye!
my god.
Welcome back to the Cannibal Conspiracy Returns. When last we left our heroes, they had met the Harvester Mage, and as warned, they pissed off the Harvester Mage. So now it's fight time. Yay!
Stop!
Roll
I can
initiative.
just hear like Kaleo like writhing in agony, just like.
Initiative. Not bad.
Okay.
Maxwell and I are just like matching today.
I think you've got a higher dex score than Maxwell, so you'd go before him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, he has a +1 to dex, so what the hell?
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
You were completely unprepared for this, Valthiv.
Oh.
Cool.
All right. Kaleo, you go first.
Alright, 6 seconds, 6 seconds, 6 seconds. I need to think of how to phrase this. Wait, he didn't mean it. We were just curious about something. I'm sorry, please don't hurt us.
Okay. Persuasion check.
Oh god, no. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. She has her eyes focused on Valthiv and just Valthiv right now.
Oh. Okay. Well, fireball still affects people within. What was the area of effect again?
20-foot radius. So.
Excuse me 1 second while I. Kaleo's gonna yeet the fuck out of there.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, come back, you
Hey.
coward.
Kaleo.
Yeah. Wait. Fuck. I mean, it's not guaranteed that she'll use fireball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Let's see. Out of the options she has, I think she's going to go for Firebolt. I need to make sure that this calculates right for damage, just in case it does hit. She holds out a hand, throws a bolt of fire from it, and it strikes Valthiv dead on. Oh yeah, it calculates right. Yeah,
Oh.
she's an archmage. Valthiv, everything is now on fire.
Oh my god.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta do some math.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Oh, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Okay. And she's going to float back just a little bit.
Oh no.
What?
Minerva.
No, I don't want to do anything. Oh god. Okay. Oh god, because if I attack them, we're fucked. Don't want to do. Okay. Do you guys think attacking is wise, or should I just try and persuade?
Big shrug.
I mean, Kaleo's not attacking, so.
Yeah, but I know the Valthiv is the thing.
Persuade Valthiv?
Walter's fucking pissed.
Unless you have calm emotions.
No, I don't.
Well, shit.
Alright, seeing that she's just set her new friend on fire, Minerva's not going to take that quite well. She is going to diagnose her with a bit of an Eldritch Blast.
Oh no.
Alright.
Does that hit?
You prepare a bolt of Eldritch Energy and fire it off. The Harvester Mage looks in your direction as a searing bolt of energy hisses and rises, striking straight through the air from your fingers towards her, and bouncing off this shimmering field that appears just around her body that you recognize as mage armor.
Oh god, oh shit. I've got 2 bolts. Do I dare fire the one?
Go for it!
Oh, fuck it. Nope.
No.
The other shot goes wide as you can feel the Harvester Mage's gaze bearing deep into your soul.
She just stands her ground.
We're gonna die!
Maxwell stands up from being prone and bolts screaming.
Of course he does.
Maxwell!
Valthiv!
Oh no!
Not sure what you thought would happen.
Yeah, well, now she's like seriously pissing me off. So, that means I'm gonna fucking attack.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
Everyone's gonna
Oh,
fucking
buddy, unless you want to hold me back, but
I don't think any of us are physically capable of that.
I can't reach, I have little arms.
No. Tiny arms and Kalale.
I'm Kaleo.
well, seeing as magic doesn't seem to be fucking working. Time to do some awful crap that I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Alright.
Oh, crap.
You rush in and swing with your mighty warhammer. It too is held back by the mage armor that is surrounding the harvester mage.
How?
Who could have foreseen that?
Yeah. You have not managed to beat her AC yet.
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 Yes.
So, I don't think you have multi-attack, Valthiv, so unless you have a bonus action you'd like to do, that's the end of your turn.
Hold on.
Heal yourself.
I don't suppose bite could be used as a bonus action.
That is a bonus action, I think.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think bite's the regular action.
Pity. I didn't think I'd get this far, to be honest, so...
None of us did.
Heal yourself!
Heal myself? What kind of person do you think I am? Smart? Yeah, sure.
Healing word would be the bonus action to heal yourself.
Yeah.
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 Cool.
There.
You shout out a quick prayer to Cord to shrug off some of your wounds.
Hey,
Healing.
Cord, help a brother out here.
Healing 6
Sure,
hit
bro.
points. Kalale.
Oh boy, do I really want to do this?
We have to stop her!
I'm gonna... I left my wallet downstairs. Okay, I'm just gonna roll
Okay.
a four-sided die.
Oh.
Odd number says... Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna stay on the battlefield regardless. Odd number says fight, even number says just stick
Alright.
around. Guess I'm fighting.
Guess Kalale's gonna fight.
Kaleo looks between the two and just this. So he's going to move to a more advantageous position.
Oh, hi.
I'm trying to remember what I have. Oh, wait a minute. I'm hoping. Wait a minute. This ain't gonna work. But no one said that Kaleo was the best at making decisions, so... Wait, actually... I need to look at something quickly, because I forgot that I had this feature. I forgot what Hunter's Mark does.
Oh, shit!
Ooh.
And you may be saying, Scott, you fool, you are a first-level ranger. You don't have Hunter's Mark. And you would normally be correct.
Yeah, but we're using the recent Unearthed Arcana rules that make rangers not terrible.
Indeed. So,
choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to it. Okay, so that doesn't affect attack. Cool. Okay then. Well. Fuck. Whatever. I'll give it a shot anyways. Plus, it would also stack with sneak attack anyways, so...
Yep.
Let's hope that this works. Pray to whatever god you guys have.
Okay.
That would be Cord.
That's a hit.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so we're gonna roll this plus sneak attack 1d6, I guess.
Alright.
Then 1d6. Oh well.
Oh.
Oof. Ow.
That's good hit, though.
That's still...
Alright. An arrow whizzes past Valthiv and strikes the Harvester Mage as she turns from the lizard folk towards Kalale.
Kalale says, I'm sorry!
You will
Nice
be.
shot, Kalale!
You will be.
Alright. The Harvester Mage turns to Kalale, holds out a hand, and starts chanting some arcane words. And Kalale, you feel a very, very tight grip on your chest. Make a Gonna need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I don't know what that does, but,
That's
You immediately start gasping for air and writhing in pain as this necrotic energy ravages your body. So that's 39 necrotic plus 8 for the higher level cast. So, Kaleo, you immediately drop dead. Well, not dead, but to 0 hit points on the ground.
Oh my god!
Wait. 3, -8. Okay.
hey, eyes on me. I'm the target. Leave them the fuck alone.
The Harvester Mage taps her staff on the ground and poof, teleports behind you before floating over to Kalale, planting her staff on his unconscious body's neck.
oh.
Bitch.
Anyone else want to try something?
Alex, does that count towards my,
It does not. That was not an attack because Blight is an action to cast.
Okay. Whew.
Wait. If we stop attacking, will you not harm him?
Make a persuasion roll, Minerva.
How was that? Jesus Christ.
Can it
What
be
is
an
with
advantage
persuasion?
because child?
I will say that Minerva does have advantage.
Oh, okay. Why not?
Now that the Harvester Mage just put the fear of God into you.
Well, thank fuck for that advantage.
With that advantage. The Harvester Mage does seem to recognize your fear.
You may go, child.
Oh god, I don't want to leave him. Alright, was persuading her my actual action?
Yeah.
Crap, okay, takes a step back.
She does not take an attack of opportunity. She's true to her word and letting you get the hell out.
Okay. No, she's just gonna stay there.
Okay. Maxwell hears Kalale's body drop to the ground, stops, and looks back, wondering if he should do anything.
Don't be a bitch, Maxwell.
Get Kalale out of here!
Okay. He is going to dash, run over here, so that is 30, and then 35. Picks up Kalale's body, and is going to move. I think he can get there.
Okay.
Yeah. Sliding it out from beneath the Harvester Mage's staff as she just looks dumbfounded. Technically, he's not even out of range, so it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. Valthiv.
Yeah.
You're up.
Yeah. Alright. Valthiv isn't that stupid to be like, yo, we still have a chance! So, yeah, whoa, okay, hold on.
Okay.
So... He's... Okay. He's gonna do... Would it be possible to... Spirit Guardians plus Healing Kalale?
No, you can only cast one spell that is above a cantrip level per turn.
Got it. Alrighty. So... I'm gonna heal Kalale.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited.
All right.
He's alive!
What?
So that's
Only 6?
Well, that's 6 to everyone. So
Oh, thank fuck!
with another prayer to Cord, everyone gets a little of their strength back. Kalale, you're back awake with 6 HP, gasping for air.
Now get out of here!
Oh yeah, you can also still move, Valthiv.
Yeah. Everyone else is leaving the other way, and the only safe way for me to leave is the other way.
Okay. You can, in fact, turn around and split off.
Yeah.
Split party!
I hate it, but if it keeps everyone safe.
All right. Valthiv, you turn on your heel and bolt the other direction after healing your friends.
Yep, and I'm just like, leave, guys!
Point taken.
Okay. Kalale, you open your eyes and you're being dragged along the ground by Maxwell. Okay. Scott is
I forgot
out.
that I muted.
Yeah, Scott's
I forgot
muted.
that I muted. I thought that he picked me up.
Nope.
Oh, well, that's less. Damn it! I thought. I
Yeah,
had something
if he
planned for
picked
that.
you up, he would not have been able to get over there.
Well, so much for the roleplay on that. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so I guess I have to use half my movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Which way did Valthiv go?
The opposite way from us.
What the fuck?
So move down here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. 20... I don't know what's down that corridor. Well, wait, is there anything down that corridor, or...?
That leads into a building.
Yeah, maybe don't go there.
Yeah, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
Actually...
What?
Am I in her... Actually... 30, 25... 30... And then
Yeah.
I'm going to use...
Are you really?
use Mask of the Wild to hide in the shadow.
Okay.
Stealth with stealth with advantage,
Stealth with disadvantage.
or just normal stealth. Disadvantage. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Her gaze does not leave you at all.
Oh.
That's fair.
Damn.
It's not a natural phenomenon now that I think.
Yep, a building is not a natural phenomenon.
It's made with stone. Stone is natural.
I thought you for a second you said it's made of soap. I'm just like, dude,
It's made of soap.
this is an invention.
Kaleo starts building a barricade out of soap.
As he does. Okay.
Okay. Alright. The Harvester Mage tilts her head as Kaleo attempts to hide. Just moves slightly to the left. And throws a firebolt at him.
Firebolt?
No!
Bolt, not ball.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Stop that.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Hang on. How much health do you have to go down to in order to be dead again?
Oh, you're max.
Zero.
You're
Max.
nowhere near dead.
Okay. Okay. Good.
You need to be negative your max HP. And while theoretically the Harvester Mage could do that, probably not with Firebolt.
Okay. I'm good. I mean, unconscious, but you know. Good.
Alright.
Well, actually, no, because even with uncanny dodge.
Yeah. Even
you'd
with
still be knocked
uncanny
out.
dodge, that would still be enough damage to take you out.
All right.
Me?
Minerva!
Oh, little me. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move to him. I'm gonna cast Spare the Dying.
Alright. Kaleo, the fire is no longer ravaging your unconscious body. You are not going to have to make death saving throws.
Yeah,
Oh.
then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is this a building or
That's a
is
building.
this like a dead end?
I think that.
So I just run here and oh shit.
Maxwell
Oh no, it
is...
isn't. Oh no, it is. Yeah, it's a dead end. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Maxwell's also going to run, look that way, see it's a dead end. You know what? Just for the sake of making you get out of this encounter alive, I'll say you can duck under that awning, and that's an alleyway.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Where is it?
Right below you, where the light is.
Oh, there. Okay, there. Why not?
All right. I'll say that Maxwell, however, does trigger an attack of opportunity from the Harvester Mage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. Come on. Roll the damage. There we go.
No, frankly, that is not alright.
Yeah.
Not alright at all.
It is super not alright. Maxwell yelps out in terrible screaming pain as the firebolt strikes him directly on the back, and he dashes this way with Kaleil's body. Valthiv.
Okay. Well. Alrighty, so apparently this whole running away thing isn't working out. So I'm hopefully gonna make it a little bit easier.
Okay.
Closer. And make a fog cloud.
Okay. You hold the holy symbol of Kord aloft and chant some sacred words as a cloud of fog billows out. I'm assuming centered right below her? Or where would you like to put it? Well, fog cloud normally is you can't see in if you're not in, and you can't see out if you're in, so I'm just going to assume around her is the most effective place to put it. Whoop! Abracadabra, that's definitely 20 feet. you can't see all of it because it's amazing and gray and stuff. There we go. I'm an artist.
I can't see it at all. It's black for me.
Yeah, you, I think, are blocked by the light, but the viewers can see
I know, but
my artistry. All right.
Oh, now I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this way! Let's get out of here!
Okay. You whisper to the group as you surround the Harvester Mage with the fog cloud, and as you look toward it, you see one of her eyes shining blue in the middle of the cloud.
Is that an Undertale?
Da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, looking at the art, it is about that color.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's a right eye. That's about that color.
Oh yeah, shit.
Da-da-da-da-da-da!
I didn't realize that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, guys, if that is a way out, continue going that way. If
Okay.
not, come the fuck out. And run!
Kaleo, you're unconscious. The mage conjures up another firebolt to hurl at Valthiv.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Valthiv, you duck out of the way, but you are reasonably certain that the fog cloud is not obscuring her vision at all. Alright. Minerva,
I'm dashing away. Yeet!
you dash away, and you are now out of combat, Minerva.
Brilliant.
Maxwell is also gonna dash out of here, which also takes Kaleo out of combat. Valthiv!
I'm running.
Alright.
Reluctantly, anger running.
You dash into the alleyway and duck through. You, do not hear the Harvester Mage pursuing you. So after a few minutes of running, you all stop to catch your breath.
That was slightly embarrassing.
A little bit.
Okay, I recommend we never do that again.
Balto still has angry face.
But, that did not go well.
I see what they mean by antisocial.
Should we,
That's a little bit more than antisocial.
should we do something about, Kaleo?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
I'm on it. Hold your horses.
You take a few minutes and recite a prayer to Cord that heals everyone for 13 hit points. Kaleo, you are back conscious.
Where are we?
We moved.
Hey, Kaleo, how you doing?
I think I'm fine. Where's the Archmage?
We ran away from her. I think it's safe to say we're not gonna get any answers out of her now.
That's probably a good idea. She was really scary.
Yeah.
I've seen worse.
Oh, you have? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
She shrugs.
Oh, someone worse than that?
Want to talk about it, or?
I mean, I would talk about it, but you're very injured right now.
I mean, I'm okay. I think.
Should we just go back?
We definitely need to find somewhere to rest for a bit.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm kind of getting tired.
Yeah.
Especially you, Kalel. You need some good rest.
Need some slip.
Okay. That sounds good.
You want to ride on my shoulders now?
If you think you can do it.
I mean, I probably can.
Valthiv has a strength of 16, which I think is enough to support Kalale. Maybe not on the shoulders, but he can in fact support Kalale's weight and equipment.
Go ahead, try it.
Cool.
Hooray!
Hooray!
You should. Yay.
You did it!
You did it!
You should.
Nice.
You should thank Maxwell, Kalale. He carried you away.
Yeah, I thought leaving you down there would have ended really badly, so, yeah.
Maxwell, do you have no way of defending yourself?
I got a dagger,
Oh, so have I.
so there's that.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
I was going to say that if you didn't, I could lend you my dagger, but that's okay.
No, you should keep that. You're probably gonna need that.
Let's head back.
Yeah.
Alright. You head out of the Arcane District, down the various stairways and ramps of White Vein, until you eventually return, battered and bruised, to the Lively Moon Tavern. And when you get through the door, you see Lean on a table that's been set up as a makeshift stage, eagerly playing her violin as a bunch of patrons look on and clap with her.
First of all, that motherfucker.
Lean?
Oh, hey guys, wow, you look terrible. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't fight that.
You fucking left us.
Yeah, because there was a fireball dropping and I didn't want to get burned, so, sorry.
Oh, because the rest of us definitely wanted to get burned, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know what Maxwell's into. Maxwell slowly raises a hand. Not getting burned.
I just want to go to bed.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan to me.
I think
That is
Kalale needs
good.
to as well.
Khalil slowly enters a meditative state.
Oh, bless him.
Alright. Eventually, you all drag yourselves upstairs and conk out in your beds.
Before Kalale goes, I say goodnight to him in Elvish.
Oh.
That's too cute.
Alright. The night passes without incident, and you all get in your long rest and wake up refreshed.
Da 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 da. Oh, even birds to accompany it.
Even birds to accompany.
Bird. I'll just leave this on for a second.
Vault, out of character. Vault, to keep your damn familiars quiet.
A couple of birds have flown in from. A couple of birds flew in from the forest nearby to greet you awake.
I can't believe Cannibal Conspiracy 2 is now a Disney film.
Kalale is my favorite Disney princess.
I mean, he was wearing that Leia outfit in the first game, so... And Leia is technically a Disney princess now.
The shadow that blocks out the sun is going to kill us all. But why bother about that now when we can sing a song? So funny.
Roll performance with advantage.
Please.
Do it. Fucking
Do it!
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Strum it with my new lyre.
Yes! Yes!
Hell yeah! The power of Disney compels you to sing a mighty song and perform not terribly on your lyre.
Practice makes perfect.
Okay, I go downstairs.
All right.
My God.
You head downstairs to the Lively Moon Tavern. Like before, breakfast time is a lot less, it's a lot less noisy and chaotic than it was in the middle of the night. It also doesn't have Lean performing, as she's just woken up too.
I want some breakfast.
Breakfast sounds good.
Breakfast!
Breakfast! As I bring the menu back up.
I've already got it up.
Can we see lady again on screen?
You can, in fact, see Joanna as she walks over to your table, spring in her step, and looks over at you. So, notice you guys didn't look so hot last night. Did you sleep okay, at least?
I had a bad dream.
Oh, no, what was it about?
I don't know, I can't really remember it. It was just all dark and spooky kind of dream.
I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
Well, I guess the atmosphere might have something to do with it. Not seeing the sun in a couple months does make things dark and spooky around here.
It's not something I would want.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Minerva.
Well, the good thing about dreams is that you wake up from them.
Yes.
Yeah, not real at all.
Yeah. Anyway, I just really want some food, not gonna lie, if that's okay.
Yes, please, food.
Yeah, of course. What would you like? You know the menu by now, but here they are anyway, just in case you need some recollection.
Can I have some meat, please?
Yeah, the meat of the mountain looks nice, please.
All right.
With milk.
Cool. So that's...
Can I get mine with cider?
Absolutely.
By the glass or by the bottle?
Glass.
Glass, unless
Khalil
you guys
puts
want to
down-
partake in the cider as well.
Khalil puts down a gold shiny rock.
Oh!
My treat.
Why is he such a good boy?
And Khalil orders another mint floral tea and the... where is it? Where did it go? Right, the leaf salad again.
Cool. Nice. Technically, it's mint or floral tea, but why not just do a half and half? I don't think Joanna minds.
Yeah, mix it up like an Arnold Palmer.
Joanna's going all mixologist in here.
Hell yeah. I pay for the meat.
All right. Maxwell orders the moss flower pastry platter. Motherfucker.
You got it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And just so I don't have to say that Lean is spending anything and taking gold from Uprising, she's going to share and get water with that.
Nice. Pardon me.
Cool. All right.
Hey.
Food should be out
Nice
in
one, Minerva.
I mean, normally you burp after the meal, but who am I to judge?
Sorry.
Cool. Should be out in a couple minutes. Enjoy yourselves in the meantime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Khalil lets out a sigh.
So, I guess we have to look elsewhere then for the cult.
Yeah,
I'm
looks
not
like
going
it.
back there again.
I mean, that's something to keep in mind, but if we're not, going immediately after that, I'm sure there are other directions to look.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of other districts and stuff we could look at.
Oh, heck yeah, says Lean. A whole bunch of other districts that don't have fireballs dropping on us. That's going to be great.
We don't know
Khalil
that.
slowly turns his head towards Lean at a snail's pace. Doesn't
Okay.
change facial expression. Just looks toward her.
Okay, I just want you to know I'm reminded of a joke that I don't think anyone here is going to get. So I'll talk about it later.
It probably takes him a full 15 seconds before he finally reaches her. Before his gaze finally reaches her. And then he just nods.
Just
and takes
one
another
quick
15
nod.
seconds to turn his head back to the table.
Well, I guess as long as they don't spring out on us, we should be fine.
Yeah, hopefully there's going to be less arcane stuff trying to kill us in a district that's not the arcane district.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we found out a lot already in the Arcane District, except for the fact that we're gonna probably go back there for the...
Oh yeah, the show. Oh yeah, Lean, we're going to a show.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I mean, it sucks that I'm not there because obviously I'd kill it. But it's nice that they have people who aren't me, just in case I'm not around to perform.
Well, maybe you can get inspired. That's it.
I mean, yeah, a lot of inspiration and or just stealing other people's bits does happen when you're a performer.
Where do you keep so many of those anyways? You don't really have much space.
Before Lean can answer, Joanna comes out. Joanna comes out with the food, expertly balanced on the tray, and starts setting all of it down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joanna.
You're all quite
Thank
welcome.
you.
Fresh out of the oven, so be careful, might be a little bit hot.
Nice.
Looks delicious. As always.
You all dig in. It is indeed a little bit hot, so you quickly take some drinks, and then get right back to the food.
I can't believe Khalil burnt his mouth on a leaf salad.
Khalil, you're fine. You're just also really thirsty, because fireballs tend to make you get really thirsty.
This is so nice.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Oh my god, I might go into another food coma, says Lean.
Nom. We consume.
You consume the food.
Consume goat.
Consume goat.
Like, well, yes.
Great flaming salad.
Great flaming salad.
Thank you for that, Juno.
Thank you,
I
Juno.
haven't eaten this well in a while.
Yeah. It's delicious. Mm. Do you want a taste of this?
No, it's yours.
It's okay. I have plenty.
Oh no, it's okay. I've got my own food.
Okay, if you're sure.
She does indeed have her veggies right there, so...
What
5 a day.
What did she do again?
The meat of the mountain, it comes with pickled vegetables.
Fancy.
It's
Pickled
time for some
veggies.
pickling.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Minerva, do you want my veggies too?
No, you have to stay healthy and eat all your veggies. I mean, your meats are more important, but the veggies, they're nutritional as well.
I'd say eat your greens, but considering what we're here for, that might come out very wrong.
Wait,
Yeah, you've got a point.
I don't know, they taste...
Okay, I feel...
They taste good, but
I actually
veggies aren't.
feel really dumb now. What? I don't get it. I'm sorry.
What color are Valthiv scales?
Okay, I was figuring you were going in that direction, but I wasn't sure, so I needed to check. Cool.
So, where should we go today, or do you all just want to stay here?
There's only really one district that we haven't checked, right?
Yeah, there's the Temple District, and we could, do some last cleanup of the other districts.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go wherever you guys go.
She's like a little puppy. I'm just saying! I love her!
You right.
Well, I mean, we might as well at least look at where we haven't looked before, at least to get new information.
And since the temple district is the only place we haven't checked yet, we may as well.
Yeah, that'd be a good place to start.
At the very least, there won't be any fire anymore.
I mean, you don't know that, but let's go.
Let's go.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
All right.
It's just you.
You head out of the Lively Moon Tavern and walk through the streets to the Temple District. This is one of the lower districts in White Vein. It's like not the lowest height-wise, that would be the slums, but it's like just above that. And it is not well maintained, like, at all. You can tell there are a couple of not districts. You can tell there are a couple of
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
You can tell there are a couple of buildings that are clearly meant to be temples here, but they just look like dilapidated, except for one. One temple looks really, really huge, and you can kind of see through windows to see a giant golden statue of a man standing in the middle of it, arms outstretched, with a couple of images painted on that look like images of Palor, the god of the sun.
Oh.
Shiny.
Yeah. Looking around at other buildings, the other temples that you can see, actually make a religion check to see if you can recognize various holy symbols or whatever happens to be painted on here.
Okay, so you're gonna laugh. I have.
Oh my god.
So, about the whole, like, religion thing.
Yeah. Valthiv, you automatically recognize the symbol of Cord on one of the buildings, a very boxy-looking one. Other than that, you're completely lost.
Good job.
Thank you.
I was being sarcastic.
Anyone else want to try?
Khalil, you learned sarcasm? I'm so proud of you!
Khalil doesn't know shit about religion, but fuck it, why not? Just for fun.
Worth a try. If you roll higher than me, I will kill you.
What was that?
If you roll higher than me, I will kill you.
You know what? That's fair.
Hey, religion buddies!
Religion buddies! Maxwell and Minerva continue to roll the same thing!
Yay!
Kaleo, you are not too familiar. Minerva, you and Maxwell recognize that the Temple of Palor is obviously the most well-decorated and built highest building around here. Mm-hmm. You recognize the holy symbol at Cord because Valthiv wears it. Mm-hmm. And you also look at one building that looks to be covered in sheets of metal and has the holy symbol of Moradin, the dwarven god of craftsmanship. But you take a closer look, and that particular temple looks really bad. Like, some of the sheets are just peeling off and swaying in the wind. There are spider webs covering it. Temple of Moradin looks like absolute shit. There are two other temples kind of in similar condition, one of which is completely shuttered over, but you don't recognize the holy symbols on there. And you see a couple other miscellaneous buildings, like one that looks to be a library, one that appears to be a bank, one that reads New Leaf Luxury Furnishings and Carpentry, as if, you wanted to go get some fancy furniture.
Why fucking not?
Is there any sign whatsoever of, like, even, like, tiny little, like, hints of, like, the fucking, like, Zephyra's, like, shit, like, symbols and shit?
You don't see any of the holy symbols of Zephyra.
Well, damn.
Well, shit.
It would be too obvious here, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Aha! So the temple of the Cannibal God is where the Cannibal God's cultists hang out.
Oh my god!
Well, should we go into this big one?
I guess.
Alright. I just need to, let me pull you over to the map. You're not actually in a fight. I just want you to appreciate how distinct this thing looks, especially in comparison to the rest of the dilapidated and kind of decrepit temple district.
That's fine.
That would be over here, I guess.
I want to see your maps, Alex.
All right. You walk over towards the huge golden roofed building and climb the steps inside. And as you do, I'm gonna remove this particular roof so that you can see.
Wait, no! Oh.
That's a big man.
I was gonna ask if I could climb more than the roof. Or more than the stairs, I mean.
More than the you could try, but there are a couple of people in robes milling about the place who would give you very awkward stares if you did. There look to be some golden sconces lit with beautiful orange and yellow flames, along with the gold-plated statue of the god Pelor, and some stairs leading up towards the higher levels of this particular temple.
Okay.
One of the people in robes speaks to his fellows, notices you all out of the corner of his eye, turns as a quick goodbye, and walks over towards you as you climb up the stairs. Hello. Welcome to White Vein. Welcome to the Great Temple. I am Gunther, and I am pleased to welcome you, little sheep, to our humble shepherd's corner.
Oh, I love him already.
Sheep?
That is a name for, how you say, followers, people who come to worship but are not practicing members of the faith.
So a flock.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
That.
Well,
Thank you,
Well,
child.
it's nice to meet you.
It is wonderful to meet you too. May I have your names, please?
My name's Minerva.
Khalil, sir. Pleasure to meet you.
My name is Valthiv.
Hi, my name's Lee. That's his art, not his token. But hey, look at Maxwell anyway.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
And then you hear some panting behind you. I'm Maxwell! Sorry I'm late! I got lost on the way here. I was looking at the bank and then they went on without me and it was a whole thing.
Oh, buddy.
Sorry, man. Thought you were following this whole time.
I was trying!
He tries so hard. We love him.
Well,
We
you
love him, right?
You do love him, right?
Right.
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 Bruh.
Well, I bid you all welcome to the Temple of the Sunfather. What exactly brings you to our neck of the woods is not correct, corner of the mountain, I believe?
We've been asking around for things.
I see. Well, I'm happy to share what knowledge I can. Most of it would be about the faith, admittedly. But if there is anything you wish to know about this particular district, I suppose I could be of some help.
Yeah, what happened to the rest of the buildings?
Well, to put it in simple terms, people lost faith. The dwarves were the first ones to go. Once the mine dried up and the jobs at the foundry started declining, they saw no reason to stick around. There might be a few stragglers here and there, drowning in cheap booze, but other than that, most of what they brought to White Vein is left abandoned. As for the Temple of Bane, we shuttered that long ago. We are not particularly a violent people and don't want to invite war any more than necessary. The Temple of the Raven Queen, people just don't go there as far as I can tell.
Can't imagine.
Yeah. Though, Cord still has a little bit of the faith here in White Vein. It's just the earlier temple got condemned, so they converted an archives building.
Oh.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, we... Seeing as you are still thinking about the others, we, of the Faith of Pelor, still have our original building built high to the sky to bless the sun as it shines down on the mountain. Unfortunately, well, you can see the obvious problem with that now and getting people to still come to the Sunfather's domain.
Yeah, I can see you're not getting super a lot of sun lately.
It has been this way for quite some time. The Sunfather has not come around to bless us in what feels like ages. It gets hard to tell the time when everything is darkness.
Yeah. Would you have any idea on, like, why that is?
If something would be able to cause this much darkness for this long and at this powerful and localized level, it would have to be something powerful and something nearby. Though where in town it would be, I can't possibly imagine, otherwise we would have found it by now.
Nova just kind of walks off to the side.
Oh.
Goodbye, child.
Oh,
I'm not
Minerva,
going
you all
anywhere.
right?
I'm just looking around.
Oh, of course.
Alright.
Now, that being said, if talking about why this district is so decrepit is your only reason for being here, that I can completely understand, but I can answer any other questions you might have.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean... have you noticed
actually-
anything strange happen? Or, yeah, Minerva, go ahead.
Well, it was kind of the same thing. I was just wondering if, does your god have any enemies, per se?
The Morning Lord does tend to be rather extreme when it comes to spreading the light. Any gods of darkness, shadow, and the like automatically fall into his list of foes.
Oh, that explains it.
And she just goes back to looking.
Explains what?
Ignores him.
Gunter blinks twice. Coughs.
Khalil takes... You sound like a deflating balloon.
Are you afflicted, my child?
No, I'm fine. It's okay. Pays no mind to it for the time being.
Okay. Well, I can see you all clearly have things you need to talk about. We do have confessionals, if that is something you would be interested in.
I'm personally good on that front, but thank you.
But it's definitely something we'll look into.
Of
Thank
course.
you, though, for your... Hey, thank you. Sir?
Yes, of course.
One last question, just out of curiosity. So, all the faith around, like, here, it's kind of, like, dwindled, you know, temples shutting down, and, but, you know, you've said that the sun has been out for quite a while. What keeps your faith strong?
Gods never truly go away. There will be crises of faith, places where it looks like they abandon you. But, I know that they are stronger by leagues and leagues than us mortal men and women. I know that whatever keeps the Morning Lord away will surely not keep him away for long.
Valthiv, do you have any ideas? I realized the moment I said that was probably a dumb question.
Does Valthiv have any ideas?
Oh.
I'm trying, okay? It's late. I'm tired.
Yeah, about as much as I can think of to ask.
I see. Well, I will not keep you any longer than you have to if you are indeed looking for something that I cannot provide. That being said, watch yourselves around this particular district. There are enough abandoned buildings that it would be foolish not to assume the Thieves Guild has some presence here.
You know what? That's fair.
Okay. Thank you for the warning.
It's much appreciated, sir.
Of course. Of course. Have a good, I would say, day, but it is hard to tell these days.
I definitely miss the sunlight.
We all do, child. We all do.
Sad.
And you step away from the great temple of Pelor, the Morning Lord.
Pelor, the Morning
Because
Lord.
fuck the sun!
Well, I guess we be careful now.
As always.
So it goes. Is there much... is there anything else that we want to do right now?
Well, there's a library.
Oh, did you have interest in something there, Minerva?
Not really, but if you have interest, then perhaps.
I suppose it's worth looking into something. Maybe we'll learn something else more if we go over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, books usually hold information. Usually.
Usually.
Are there odd times where they don't?
Well, they teach you things.
Right, so when wouldn't they? Or give you something you would?
I can talk.
When wouldn't they teach you things?
I don't know. Well, I suppose there's fiction books.
Yep.
Fiction books are kind of useless.
Yeah, they are stories, but it's not like something you're gonna turn to for vast knowledge.
My father said they addled the mind. They weren't useful.
Addle?
As in, distract somewhat.
Yeah.
I see.
But if we can find some non-fiction books, that would help.
The moment that he hears distract the mind, he just starts fidgeting around with a bar of soap.
For God's sake!
I had to incorporate it into the session somehow, okay?
You're clean already.
Cleanse of your sins, cleanse of your sins.
Cleanse
Oh,
of your
fuck,
sins.
maybe I did need the confessional. Holy shit.
Yep.
Oh, man, I mean, it's not too late. You can go back and confessional.
Queen goes into the confessional. Father, I have fallen from grace. Or grace has fallen from me.
Yeah. I just go into the confessional, they'll probably kick me out because of how much sin I have.
Scott, you take 3 pun damage.
That's fair.
Alright. You head through the main streets of the temple, kind of scooting past people who are slowly making their way to various other parts of the district.
Immediately covering pockets.
Immediately covering your pockets, yes. And you also, dart your eyes back and forth, looking up and down to make sure people aren't moving their hands anyway suspiciously. And Kalale, because you have the highest passive perception. Yeah. When you turn back, you notice that what you thought for sure was a gargoyle on one of the roofs is not there. And you look further down, and you notice, the fleeting glimpse of a shadow running along the roof of a nearby building, leaping off the side and vanishing behind it.
There's a joke I could make there.
Oh, it's promising.
Mm-hmm. And that's where we're gonna cut off the session.
How spooky.
Yep.
Oh no.
Looks like the Thieves Guild found you. Oh boy. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Cannibal Conspiracy Returns. There's going to be a stream Friday. Big shrug as to what it is. And there's also going to be... Yes.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Depending on whether or not Kristen recovers. Oh, by the way, Kristen has a little bit of sickness. It will either be Arcade Spirits or maybe more Sims. We're not sure yet.
All right. There's also going to be a Sunday stream, and I am back on Tuesday. It's going to be a one-shot that day. So, woo! Be there or be lame. We will see you in 2 weeks with more of the Cannibal Conspiracy Returns. Bye-bye!
Bye, guys!
Bye!
Welcome to the